right there just to dispel it and to get some heals out. And now finally full sheep onto Asgraf. Big damage connecting there onto Alec. He actually had this temporal shield, but that Earth Shock almost took him down without blocking right there. And Asgraf still going to be in crowd control. Full Hammer of Justice. They're swapping to him. Alec exits the block to try to save the situation. It's a healer race. Looney's taking some damage as well. Lightning Lance comes out. Do they have any more lockdown? Doesn't look like it. Asgraf is going to be able to survive that one, and now Looney's the one in trouble here. Big damage coming out. Both mages trying to kill each other. Right now it's looking like Alec is winning the race. Looney gets the Vitality Conduit. Big heals coming out from Z-Pipe.
What a god! No!
Big heals. Oh my god, he's still alive! Full heads! He goes for the fucking... Oh my god, he gets it off.
Oh my goodness gracious. Emotions are high here on the desk. Looney manages to escape, and he does get behind the pillar and top himself off. ABC cannot believe it. They can't believe what just happened. Morrow and Z-Bar are so happy right now that Looney was able to survive. 16% damage.
The surface. Trend does not even care, just walking it off with that Metamorphosis and Blur. They do manage to at least pull Blur, but now Kara's falling behind. Zuniaki gets wind shared. Forced to pop that Shield of Vengeance, try and redirect some damage. Nice double blinding light by Zuniaki. They get the Karma. Where's the bop? They bop the Karma. Reses portals. Kara's chasing him down on his little steed. He reconnects. It's not so little anymore. Huge damage. Link around the corner. Buys a second, but it wasn't a three-person Link. Resis is still incredibly low on health, and Kara he's done with getting flamed for playing red in this game.
What was that Link? Dude, Lonter is a legend. How did he even snipe that? Literally placed it on the other side of the pillar somehow. That was crazy. I thought he was dead when he rolled inside the pillar. No trinket, no Fort Brew, no nothing. He's gonna go ahead and just paralyze defensively, go back out of line of sight, play it safe, and now they're going for the Hex. Lontar gets kicked though nicely down there by just but is it gonna matter? They just kill him anyway, and look at Trent. Let's go. Look at him.
Full fear onto Burley. Polymer from Monkart's 3 versus 1 again on Infernion, but Burley saw this coming and dropped his Earthen Wall Totem. That green little circle of dust is defending them, but they swap to Burley outside of its defense. Beautiful swap to Burley here. He pre-astral shifts. If he did not activate that, he would easily be dead if he's not going to die even through it at this point. Pops Ascendance. He's knocked out in the open. Has to use Vitality Conduit as well. Swaps him now suddenly in a bad position. Beautiful Ring of Peace. Nice Haymaker off to the side. Really trying to clutch out with the knockbacks. Fear onto Chaz. Insane punish by the BERGEN boys, buying them a point in game 3.
Wow, BERGEN boys
that was
potentially turning it around, Ben. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was actually insane plays coming from the BERGEN boys. I mean, we're going to see it in the replay. Chaz, he had his sacrifice available. He was trying to position away from the fear, but with those knockbacks, they were able to punish quite heavily against Success, and they were actually able to pull out that win. That was just such a nice setup. Haymaker especially really set them up for that win.
Together just a little bit longer, but no, they stack up for a double leg sweep. Oxygen breaks out, but Desperate Prayer may not even be enough. Here, big damage onto Oxygen. Pain suppression on 10% to try and punish Chun-Li with a Shadow Step Kidney, but Oxygen is just falling apart right now. One swap, and he's had to trade out so many defensives, and Chun-Li is just going for it. He smells blood in the water. Ring of Peace pins Oxygen against the wall. Chun-Li going for the solo kill onto Oxygen, and that was sick.
Wow.
Poor Oxygen. Oh man, couldn't move. He's just boink, boink, boink. All right, game number 2 here. M2KC versus Mystery Orc. Game number 2 in Ash Remains.
Thing is, if there was a weakness for Demon Hunter, it's dying in stuns. What is Windwalker Mage Paladin really good at doing? Killing things in stuns. So I am a bit worried about Sam in this matchup particularly. As we see Sam jumping over to Brain to try and stun him, but Drake intercepts him with so many roots, really preventing any sort of assault there. That was a nice punish. Double leg sweep by Trill, leading the charge in terms of pressure. Just gunning through everything right now. The Fort Brew, the Sack, the Avenging Wrath, that was huge damage out from Trill and Sam in that assault. Trill swaps over to Brain, trying to punish that sacrifice, but doesn't want to overextend. Drake is still holding onto his leg sweep, waiting to clutch it out. Sam's trying to duck over with the Fell Rush. avoid the leg sweep, but Sidu gets caught. Double leg sweep. This is the counter assault. Sam Trey gets into another stun. He might just die through Blur. Huge damage coming out here from M2KC. Trinket into blind. Beautiful punish. M2KC moved to match point.
That was insane. Brain hodged the trinket of Sam, and then he blinded the trinket of Sidu. What? But did he hodge the trinket? What, we gotta see the replay. What did he do there in the end?
He hodged the trinket of Sam and he blinded the trinket of Sidu. Yeah.
Wow, what an absolute legend. Brain is literally. He's not even on the map right now. He's just chilling right now. And we got the fantastic trend cam. And I think that's why they lost, actually. Here we go. Double Nova coming out of the trend. There's the full blind. They got the mage right here. They get the full shape trend.
Oh, yeah,
Where's the reverse? He used it on a Nova. Oh, they get the blinding light. Lothar is so corrupted. 32, 34 stacks. Good
my
night.
friend.
Stay with the flute. Oh, he's not here.
Oh, is he
How's he alive?
What?
There was a beautiful imprisonment. I mean, Trent, he was trinketed out to get the kidney shot, and Trent immediately, literally the exact global he trinketed and got the kidney, he was put into a jail, basically. So Waz wasn't able to get out any damage during that setup, and that's the only reason why Lone Taro is alive, literally. So great job by Trent getting those peels out, stopping Waz from getting the damage rolling, because he had Vendetta, and if that Vendetta had been popped, it would have been night-night for Lone Taro. So.
Three of their major outs on one attack. Dark Souls is available. Nixie dies in the next Hammer of Justice or Askarath. This could be game over for ABC. Alec is going to have to be the biggest MVP ever to stop this from happening.
Yeah, that was an all-you-can-eat buffet of cooldowns there from ABC. Literally everything served up on the table, silver platter. Now, Diablos, all they have to do is take the Bazaar, and this is probably going to be a Hammer of Justice. Wings aggressive, Meteor comes through, but the CC is denied. Alec playing fantastically. The full sheep, though. I don't know if there's that much oohing. Yachi,
he's in stealth.
He actually got a
vanished.
Stealth. They dispelled with it. Beautiful from Nixie. We should be singing stealth for the next 90 seconds to 120, I think.
Look at Corlick. He has every single defensive cooldown. Charlotte Phoenix are looking good if they can continue this assault. This next push, an interrupt actually on a Gorecki. That's a great way to start it. Kidney shot on Smexon. Any crowd control. Can we see it? A blinding light. This could just be the game right here, right now. Charlotte Phoenix, they want to close it out. A full polymorph lands. Smexon, how are you going to live? Lightning Lasso comes in. Paralyzed onto Jabili. Good crowd control. They get the sap though. No, Blessing of Protection on the sap into a Garrote. They spell steal the Blessing of Protection into a Garrote, into a Poly, into a Hammer of Justice. No way. Gorecki uses every man for himself, breaks out of the stun. He gets interrupted. The crowd control just never ends. But still, Space Station Gaming, they managed to hold on. They cannot get out of the blind. He used every man for himself. And Smexon uses the Astral Shift. Is there anything else? A full Polymorph? No, finally. The crowd control ends in Space Station Gaming.
Are you sure it ends?
Full Ring of Frost!
Hey, another polymorph. They could swap to Gorecki right here if they wanted to in the next stunlock. A Kidney Hodge or a Hodge Kidney. Corlick locked in a stun. Space Station Gaming launching a counterattack, but Jamili pre-temp shield. It doesn't even look like it matters. This is insane damage coming out from Space Station Gaming. Corlick has to respect it, trinket, and trade out the sacrifice. How on earth is Smexon alive right now? I mean, that should have been game over for like a minute straight. I was counting that game as done.
Yeah, and we're gonna see another setup here. Unitas though, here we go. They actually have a win condition here onto Peekaboo. Aiden trinkets the Fat Panda Rachel. CMD though, taking big damage there. He's gonna trinket out. And Abster's in a full sap. I don't know what's going on with Unitas right now, but they're just all over Golden Guardians. Unitas looking like they've been eating garlic the entire day here, taking down the vampire here. Abster, what are you gonna do? He activates the Ascendance. He gets a one rip side. One second fortune. They can get the cooldown. They get the dispersion, and Whiskey hangs on.
What is happening? At this point, Unitas, they have to be screaming, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?"
I know we've said that now a couple of times, but I promise you guys the next fight is the coffin dance. If they can get a sheep, especially before that next fight, I want to just bop Ceralium, Dragon's Breath sheep, and here we go. There it is. full
Get it?
paralyzed.
Oh!
1, 2, 3 into the blinding light, into what exactly? Ring of Frost. And here comes the leg sweep. There's the combustion. And
Look at Dilly's
Even
laughing
Dilly.
at Gex. That was so much damage.
there's no way he was going to survive that. Two to 0. Space Station Gaming's hopes and dreams of lifting off to the championship bracket relies on this game. They are a match point against Charlotte Phoenix. Charlotte Phoenix have had a dominating series, have had a dominating season so far, and they are looking to close it out here on the last day.
Oh, no.
In style. Smexin is DC'd. Go, pop combustion, maybe pop everything on him. They're going for it.
No.
See the opener here. What? They're gonna wait? What?
I respect that. I like.
What do they
I
get
mean,
if
at this
they
point-
win? Wait a minute. What do they get if they win? Charlotte
Pop
Phoenix
everything.
wins?
This is a tournament game.
Charlotte Phoenix
Everything's on the
are-
line.
Charlotte
Stickers
Phoenix-
are on the line, man.
Charlotte Phoenix could get a tie for second, or guarantee, or possibly lock in second place, which is a huge amount of money. So
I'm really happy to see this level of sportsmanship, to be honest with you. I mean, Charlotte Phoenix right now, they're already in a position where it looks like they are going to be, doing okay. And I think they're happy to just play it out normally. Don't want to, cheapen their win as well, because if they win in that way, there's always going to be those questions. If Space Station Gaming could have maybe come back in the series, I like that they're waiting personally. Well, hopefully Smexin can get back in the game as soon as possible.
In Europe, this would never happen. They would have already popped Incarn, Combust, any cooldown. Oh, Smexin is back though, so it doesn't matter. And kudos to Charlotte Phoenix here, playing it clean, waiting for Smexin. Hopefully, it doesn't come back.
the only
to
thing is,
haunt
he
them.
probably doesn't have frames. Like when that happens, usually you lose your frame. Did someone else drop?
I don't think so. Maybe they're waiting for his trinket.
Maybe are they asking to like remake the game? Maybe, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe
Honestly, they might just be waiting for the Gladiator's Medallion to come back up, because when you DC and you reload, it uses the trinket, and that's a pretty important part of Space Station Gaming's defense, so I think they're just going to be waiting.
This is good for Space Station Gaming, isn't it? This is just 3 minutes where they don't need to worry about rotating their cooldowns. I mean,
I don't know. I don't think it's going to give any team a massive advantage or disadvantage just waiting the first couple minutes of the game. Likely, what I think is as soon as Smexin's Gladiator's Medallion is off cooldown, they're instantly going to start going head-to-head. And I feel like dampening is kind of a double-edged sword, because although that seems to be the win condition for Space Station Gaming, as soon as Charlotte Phoenix gets into dampening, Smexin has a really hard time keeping himself alive just with the off-heals of Chun-Li.
Looking to get aggressive here. Nice paralyze onto Korlik. Ja with a nice temporal shield. Oh, smoke bomb onto Chun-Li. Zap onto Gorecki when he enters the smoke bomb. Chun has to trade out his touch of karma, but he gets bopped off immediately. Nick is all over him. Didn't have any more crowd control. Gorecki leaves the CC chain, and now he gets Nova out of line. Chun is finally in his line of sight. He has the Avenging Wrath. He's gonna have to cast though. It looks like Chun might just fall. Smexin gets counterspelled. Gorecki trying to do what he can. He gets kidney shot for CC. He trinkets out of the kidney. He gets dispel on his divine favorite. Chun doing what he can to kite. The Battle Master drops there for him. Takes massive damage. So does Ja though. He needs to be careful. Korlik and a Hammer of Justice. Trinketing out of that one. Racial, full ring of Frost snipe by Jamili. And that is going to be the game. Charlotte Phoenix takes it 3-0. They don't need to kill DC players. They can just win like man, I guess. But still, very nice setup here coming out of them there at the end. Excellent snipe with that invisible ring from Ja as well.